leaving the Canadian provinces I'm driving through, for absolutely no good reason, welcome to British Columbia. British Columbia, Canada's pretty, outdoorsy show-off. The province that acts like it discovered mountains, invented yoga, and holds the global copyright on chill but judgmental. You're not just a place. You're a vibe in hiking boots, sipping ethically sourced espresso while judging Alberta's fashion choices. You're what would happen if Whole Foods in Patagonia had a love child and raised it on salmon and passive-aggressive recycling rules. Let's talk about it. First of all, I'm very, very jealous of British Columbia. Personally, I wish I lived in British Columbia so that I could spend all my time patting myself on the back for living in British Columbia. British Columbia is the West Coast NyQuil-induced hallucination that's better than you and knows it. You are a paradox wrapped in flannel. So progressive that they compost their compost. So smugly outdoorsy, they make Colorado look like it has asthma and an allergy to air. You are where people treat gluten like a hate crime and real estate like a religion. You're breathtaking and overpriced. Charming and impossible. A utopia built on a landslide of contradictions, granola, and very expensive ski passes. But let's face it, what is British Columbia other than a place that elderly people from Ontario go to die? There's Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver. You're the crown jewel, the coastal capital city of chill and real estate anxiety. You're what happens when someone says, what if we put all the beauty of the earth in one city and then make it completely unaffordable? You've got beaches, mountains, forests, sushi, bikes, seawalls, and craft breweries that charge $18 for a pint and your sense of financial security. You are so liberal. The average conversation includes 3 apologies, 2 gender pronouns, and a sincere discussion of your aura. You ban plastic straws, but you sell cocaine downtown next to a Lululemon. You pretend to be laid back, but God help us if we throw our compostable coffee lid into the wrong bin. Vancouver is heaven on earth, but only if you inherited property in 1987. Victoria, you adorable tea-sipping, pastel-colored pocket of colonial guilt. You're the capital city no one remembers because you look like a Jane Austen theme park and smell like whale watching. You're so quaint, your idea of nightlife is a ghost tour followed by silent judgment from someone in linen trousers. Your harbor is lovely. Your gardens are lovely. Your energy, though, is retired librarian who secretly vapes and owns an Etsy shop for ceramic birds. Whistler. You're just Australians on snowboards trying to pay rent with maple syrup and vibes. You're the only place where a ski lift line sounds like a FIFA after party and someone's dog is wearing a Canadian goose jacket that costs more than my car. You've got that sweet combo of luxury resort and dirtbag hiker energy, like someone built a 5-star hotel inside of a wicker laundry basket filled with sweaty, smelly flannel shirts. The interior of British Columbia is either a charming small town with a thriving farmer's market or a conspiracy theory wrapped in camouflage and tin foil. It's the kind of place where someone will share fresh blueberries and also try to sell you healing crystals for your truck. You've got ranches, rivers, and residents who all low-key think that the source of all problems in the universe is Vancouver. Okanagan? I'm gonna go with that. You're Napa Valley's slightly drunk Canadian cousin. All vineyards, beaches, and boomers on paddleboards. You live off of rosé, retirement savings, and misplaced optimism. Northern British Columbia. You exist, allegedly. You're wild, rugged, and so far off the grid, even Google Maps says, no, you're on your own, dude. You're mostly grizzly bears, loggers, and one guy named Todd who insists Wi-Fi is a government mine trap. You'd need one of those before you got it trapped, Todd. British Columbia. Your people are a cross between a ski instructor, a barista who reads tarot, an Instagram influencer who only posts about sustainable underwear, and a dude named Trevor who brews home-craft beer in his van and talks about his energy alignment. Everyone is either vegan, part-time vegan, or aggressively gluten-free, and no one knows why. You can't go 5 feet without someone trying to sell you a smoothie made out of moss. You don't do weather. You do microclimates. You are terminally polite until someone cuts the mountain bike trail early, then it's war. But let's be honest here. British Columbia is stunning. They have fjords. Freaking fjords! They have mountains that look like they've been photoshopped. Forests that hum with ancient magic. Islands, hot springs, waterfalls, bears, whales, wolves, and views so beautiful they make you forget that you paid $4,200 a month to live in a shoebox with 3 roommates and a raccoon problem. You have everything and you still manage to look bored about it. You're like, yeah, I went backcountry skiing before breakfast, harvested local seaweed for lunch, and paddleboarded next to an orca at sunset, but I really didn't get into the flow state today, you know. So here's to you, British Columbia, you yoga-loving, forest-bathing, tofu-barbecuing paradox. You dream in moss tones and speak in podcast recommendations. You're the type of place that could host both a climate protest and a billionaire tech retreat in the same park on the same day and somehow make both sides feel judged. You are ridiculously, unfairly, aggressively beautiful, even when you're on fire, flooding, or sliding off a cliff, or, in most cases, being taxed into oblivion. And you still manage to look like a movie in the Sphere Theater in Las Vegas narrated by Ryan Reynolds. So go ahead, paddle into the mist, sip your oat milk matcha, and keep pretending you're not smug about living in literally the most beautiful place on Earth. So here's to you, British Columbia, you flawless, passive-aggressive goddess of the North. I'm getting out of here.